Alan, remember when I had the Superman shirt on and I tried out fishing?
Oh yeah, it didn't work.
Well, look at this.
You gotta be kidding me. A fun fishing, plus you got it on backwards. Right, yeah, fish on!
Fishing is fun, but catching fish is funner.
Oh,
whether
fish tried to attack me.
Winter, spring, or summer. From the Sacramento River to the San Francisco Bay, we're gonna show you how to catch some fish today. Salmon, bass, or trout, halibut's what it's all about. Stripers on the Delta, Alan and Warren will help ya.
Stand like a man, now quit standing like a woman. Hey! Oh no! You need help! I got him! Here, give me your... It slipped! It slipped!
Whoa!
You gotta be kidding me. It's on!
Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.
Okay, Alan, we're ready to go. What are we going to start with first?
We got high tide.
Okay.
So high tide is a really good key where the fish will be real close to the bank and right up tight in the structure. So you got to go, we're going to be pitching our lures, you know, jig or brush hog or whatever, in the heavy cover. So you got to have a rod powerful enough to take them out of there. And these are called Flippin Sticks.
Okay.
They're 7.5 foot. They're collapsible, so the rod will slide down back into the blank. They made that so you can get it in a rod locker.
Okay.
And they're rated up to 30-pound test, so they're really stiff. And when you're flipping, we want to demonstrate is that you're always going to be the same distance from the bank, approximately like 15 or 20 feet.
Okay.
So you flip in, you drop your lure down, you get bit, you suck and yank them out. If you don't, you just lift it out, you go in again, you drop it down, so you're never releasing the line out of your reel.
Okay.
You always have the same amount of line. That's called flipping.
So we're starting out flipping.
We're going to start out flipping today.
Let's go flipping.
Let's go flip.
All right.
Okay. When you're flipping here, you want to pull about this much line out of your reel.
Okay.
And then your reel will be locked, engaged. And what you do is it's like a pendulum and you pitch it out. We're always going to be the same distance from the bank, about 15 feet.
Okay.
And you want to try to fish on.
Oh.
See what happens? This fish was...
So is that how you do it?
Yep, that's it. And that fish was sitting right up in those berry bushes, sitting there ready to ambush this jig right here.
Oh, man.
And that's a nice fish.
You haven't even showed me how to do it yet, and you're already catching fish.
Flipped it right out there, and bam.
Wow.
Nice one. This is a nice fish.
I know it's a nice fish.
Go back home, baby. Okay, as I was rudely interrupted.
Okay.
What we're doing is this is called flipping. We're always going to be about the same distance from the bank. And you gotta, it's like you just missed one. And it's like a pendulum. And what you do is you don't have to set the hook right away. And what you're doing is you're pitching your lure in up tight, real close to the cover. We're fishing high tide. Those fish are going to be right up against the bank. See how the current's pushing up against there? And then just pitch your lure in there, lift it up a couple times, usually feel them ticket, and then just set it. You actually, a lot of times you want to actually put it in the bushes because those fish are looking into the bank. But you're always the same distance away, and that's called flipping. And when you get bit like that, let them have it. Don't set the hook right away.
Don't set the hook?
You don't have to set it real fast.
Okay.
And when you put the idea of flipping is be able to put that bait in the water without making a big splash. And you want to use your rod tip to control that. And just set it in real lightly so you don't scare them all away. When you flip in, the idea is to get that lure in the water real quiet. You want to hardly make any noise. We're only fishing in about a foot of water. Then when they bite, take your time and then set the hook hard. You got to yank hard and get them out of there. Okay, See how we're coming up to an area where it's more open, where there's, we're not 15 or 20 feet away from the bank?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you're flipping, you're always at that constant distance. So
Okay.
now I'm going to go to a pitching rod.
Okay.
Pitching is almost like flipping, except that you can go out as far as you want. So I could flip this out 50 feet if I wanted to. So if I pick my target like that corner right there, I just pitch it out. See, if my flipping stick, I can't reach it.
Okay.
So with the pitching rod, you can pitch at different distances.
So you can go further out, and you're not fixed distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can fish at any distance you want. And it's actually pitching. You will do more pitching than you will flipping. We have a blow through here where there's an opening.
Uh-huh.
I'll even take like a spinner bait or a crankbait and run it through there over the top of the opening, because a lot of times the fish will sit by these little openings. So it's actually like a change up, knowing when to pick up what rod when, and it's actually changing your baits to the structure that's down there. We're always talking about structure, so
Yeah.
fish key on that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Everything in the delta is based on tides. I got one. Oh, monster.
A monster. Wow.
Hey, Warren, this is yours. The lure is bigger than the fish.
Oh. So that's my fish, huh?
This is yours.
This is pretty good. I think we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back from commercial, I'm going to try for a little bit bigger fish. Maybe?
You don't have to try too hard.
No, I wouldn't.
We'll be back with more fun fishing.
Hi, I'm Alan Fong. I'm here with Chad Dreyer, a professional bass fisherman. As you viewers can see, we're both fishing out of Nitro bass.
This is the third Nitro boat I've had. Out of all three boats, I've never had a Nitro boat in the shop for anything that has gone wrong. I've never had a stress crack, fit and finish problems. It's been absolutely trouble-free.
So Chad, I could dance all around this boat and it doesn't move, but a guy like you is a little bigger than I am that eats donuts every morning. How do you find how stable that boat is? No offense, you're a big guy. That boat's not even rocking.
I like my donuts. This boat right here can handle myself, even another guy as big as I am in the front of this boat, never tip over, dry ride, comfortable ride.
No problem.
Perfect.
Yep. I've had this Nitro boat in 3 to 4 foot swells and it runs right through that rough stuff. Yes, I would recommend buying a Nitro.
Come on into Coat McFeeders in Rockland on Granite Drive.
We're flipping and pitching, aren't we?
Yep.
But catching little ones.
You are.
Well, what can I say? I'll learn. So we'll be talking about the tackle here in just a minute, but let's get back to fishing. Well, the fishing's really good.
Here's one. Fish on.
Yeah! Oh! There we go.
See, that's how you do it, Warren.
Oh, is that how you do it?
These.
All
You
right.
see that?
Yeah.
You had a nice one on.
I know.
Saw it.
Well, I cannot fish you, at least during the show.
Shoot.
Oh!
Oh, a bass.
All right.
Keeper.
Alan, can you explain? Let's go over the tackle in detail, the equipment that we're using
Okay.
today.
You got a flipping stick.
Okay. And we started out flipping, and that's where we just,
On high tide.
high tide, we just took so much line out and we just
You're always the same distance from your target.
dropped it in the water.
Yep. You're always the same distance.
Okay.
And then we went to pitching, which is like this. It's a 7-foot rod.
Okay.
And this one's rated 10 to 20. It's fast taper, got a lot of backbone. The flipping stick's really stout. It's just stiff.
Yeah.
This one has a little bit of a tip, but it's got a lot of backbone. And the reels, we got 50-pound braid on all of them.
Okay.
But that's a flipping stick. It's 7.5.
Yeah.
This is a pitching rod.
And this claps down if I. Yeah.
Correct. So it'll fit in your
So
locker.
it'll fit in the rod locker, easier to carry.
Yep. What we're doing today, we're using Texas style,
Okay.
which means that, you know, the worm's going to be on Texas rig that's weedless. You can have a sliding bullet weight in front. We're using a 1/4 ounce today, and you peg it. And the reason you peg it is what happens if you flip in is that your sinker always separates from the worm. So your sinker gets caught on a brush and your worm just floats there. It doesn't ever go to the bottom.
Okay.
So you want to peg it, and I use a bobber stopper, or you could use a toothpick and shove it down. Now the weight don't move. So it stays with the bait. So when you flip it in, it drops in with it.
Okay.
But you want to use it Texas. That way you got it weedless, because we're fishing all these weed pockets here, and you want it weedless. You got to set the hook hard because you got to drive that hook through this plastic to get the fish.
Okay. Well,
So
you
very
set
important.
it. You set it really hard.
Yeah, for a crippled guy, I could set pretty hard.
Well, we don't want to get into mental capabilities here, Alan. Okay. All right. Okay. And the reels now.
They're just something that'll carry, 100 yards of braid.
Okay. Is the speed of the reel important on these?
No, not necessarily. I use 6 to 1.
Okay. So it's not like some of the other fishing we do.
No, because you don't use the reel.
Okay.
Everything's
Just kind of
all
drop it
muscle.
in and yank.
Yeah, everything's all muscle, manhandle.
Yeah, I noticed it's thrown over the top of the boat. Okay. And it's braided line. Okay.
One of the things to remember is flipping. Your target's always the same distance away from the boat. 15, 20 feet, in, out, in, out, in, out. Pitching, you might pitch 10 feet, you might pitch 20, you might pitch 30, then back to 5, 20, 30, to where the bank goes in and out. Like what we're doing now is fishing the weed beds. So the weed beds come in and out, so you want to pitch, you don't want to flip.
Okay. And we're changing up as we go along here too, because every once in a while you'll pull up.
I'll pick up a different bait. This depends. If I know there's a lot of patch weeds, then I'll pick up a crankbait
Okay.
or a spinner bait.
Now, when we use braid, one of the things that we do is you had us darken the line with a magic.
Yeah, I use a black permanent marking pen. It actually kind of camouflages it and also keeps it from fraying.
Okay. And so we run that down the line.
Yeah, I usually run it about 3 feet. And also when I pitch in, I could watch it and I know it's a marker.
Okay. Well, I think it's time we get back to catching
Get some more
fish.
fishing.
Here we go.
Oh, nice one.
Hey. Wow.
There is hope for you.
All right. Here we go.
Nice one.
All right. So that's how you're supposed to do it?
That's how you do it.
Right.
Oh, God. Dog it.
What'd you do?
I don't know, even fish get lucky once in a while. Oh, missed.
Oh.
Shoot. Boy, you don't see that very often.
At least not on camera.
Very rare.
Truth comes out, Alan.
Yeah.
Let's we get up here right around this corner. Let's talk about the tackle.
You want to talk about tackle up here on this corner? I'm
Yeah.
gonna catch 20.
You'll catch 20 right there? He makes that up.
Oh, God.
See?
Dang.
I told you.
Shoot.
No
What
one
the
believes
heck?
He makes all this stuff up.
Must be this stupid lure. God.
That's my excuse.
I know how we could do it.
How's that?
We'll go $1 fish and $1 miss. So if you miss, then you have to pay $1. If you catch a fish, then you have to pay $1. Okay? Deal?
Okay. I'm going to have our cameraman back me on this.
Okay, every time you miss one. Okay, now if I miss, it's $1. If I get them, you owe me $1. Oh!
You missed.
Yeah. There's one.
Oh, man. I think I've been set up. Huh?
I've been known to do that.
Yeah, I bet you have. Nice little bass.
Ain't much, but it counts. Still counts.
What's going on here?
Trey. Hi, I'm Alan Fong. I'm here with Chad Dreyer, a professional bass fisherman. As your viewers can see, we're both fishing out of Nitro bass.
This is the third Nitro boat I've had. Out of all 3 boats, I've never had a Nitro boat in the shop for anything that has gone wrong. I've never had a stress crack, fit and finish problems. It's been absolutely trouble-free.
So Chad, I could dance all around this boat and it doesn't move, but a guy like you is a little bigger than I am that eats donuts every morning. How do you find how stable that boat is? No offense, you're a big guy. That boat's not even rocking.
I like my donuts. This boat right here can handle myself, even another guy as big as I am in the front of this boat, never tip over, dry ride, comfortable ride.
No problem.
Perfect.
Yep. I've had this Nitro boat in 3 to 4 foot swells and it runs right through that rough stuff. Yes, I would recommend buying a Nitro.
Come on into Coat McFeeders in Rockland on Granite Drive.
I'm betting them every fish that we catch or every fish that we miss, we owe each other $1. I'm gonna have him digging deep.
Fish on. Yeah!
Back down to 3.
I made $1 back.
Fish on. Back to 4. Look at all them minnows. See my line? See all the minnows?
I can't see them. Hey, no, if you hit your partner, you lose.
It's 5. Fish on.
You got
Oh, shoot, 4.
You missed him. What happened?
Shoot.
Okay, that's 3.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh my God.
Fish on. Yeah!
You do?
Yeah!
Or you got a weed?
Right.
Oh, nice one.
This one will eat that one.
Get that fish.
Oh, you did it. You just. There we go.
There's a nice one.
All right, well, we're even.
No, we're not even.
What do you mean we're not even?
That's 2.
2?
We're not even. Are you crazy?
Oh, man.
It was 3 now. It's 2.
But this is bigger than the fish you caught.
Oh, that don't matter.
Doesn't matter, okay. Well.
Size ain't everything.
Okay, so we're still at $2?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well.
No, we're at 3 because I caught 1 too. We're even.
I tried. Okay. Oh. Oh. Woo. Got in the weeds, huh? Oh, man. Oh. 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 Now that's a nice fish.
That fish caught you. That don't count.
Yeah, it does. Well, let's go to commercial break.
Hi, I'm Alan Fong. I'm here with Chad Dreyer, a professional bass fisherman. As your viewers can see, we're both fishing out of Nitro bass.
This is the third Nitro boat I've had. Out of all 3 boats, I've never had a Nitro boat in the shop for anything that has gone wrong. I've never had a stress crack, fit and finish problems. It's been absolutely trouble-free.
So Chad, I could dance all around this boat and it doesn't move, but a guy like you is a little bigger than I am that eats donuts every morning. How do you find how stable that boat is? No offense, you're a big guy. That boat's not even rocking.
I like my donuts. This boat right here can handle myself, even another guy as big as I am in the front of this boat, never tip over, dry ride, comfortable ride.
No problem.
Perfect.
Yep. I've had this Nitro boat in 3 to 4 foot swells and it runs right through that rough stuff. yes, I would recommend buying a Nitro.
Come on into Coat McFeeders in Rockland on Granite Drive.
In the 2 minutes we were in commercial break, Alan lost one, caught one, so
Caught
we're
another
even.
one.
Now he's up one again. Phew.
Fish.
What?
It counts.
Oh.
Ooh, nice one.
Oh man, back up to 4.
These are nice fish out here.
I know, they're great. But I got to get my line in the water. What's that?
It's a fish, not a lure.
Was that a fish?
Boy, don't get any smaller than that. There he is.
Oh,
Told you.
that's a nice fish.
Huh? Nah, you don't have one. Crankbait.
Well, I'm not getting ahead.
Caught a lot of fish today.
Sure have.
And plus, I think after the tally, you owe me lunch and dinner for a week.
Oh, I'm going to give him a can of tuna. So we did flipping and pitching,
Pitching, cranking.
cranking, and then we're casting right up against the edge of the weeds that are under the water.
And a lot of the weeds are actually underwater. This is kind of a disadvantage because I know where they're all at.
Yeah, you planted them, didn't you?
Yeah, but I tell you, after we go through it.
Yeah, hey, there are weeds over there. And I'm sitting there going,
Yeah,
right.
a lot of times, a lot of people I watch them, they just go right over the top of those weeds,
Yep.
and they're going right over fish.
Okay. Well,
Hope you learned something.
come back and join us next week on
Fun Fishing.
Fun fishing!
Fishing is fun, but catching fish is funner. Whether it's autumn, winter, spring, or summer. From the Sacramento River to the San Francisco Bay, we're gonna show you how to get some fish today. Salmon, bass, or trout, halibut's what it's all about. Stripers on the Delta, Alan and Warren will help ya.
Our camera guy was out fishing the other day, and he fell out of the boat. He couldn't get back in. The best way to do it is swim back to the back of the boat.
Okay.
Put your feet on there. That trim button right here.
Right here.
Trim it up. There you go. Climb in. That's how you get back in the boat if you ever had to. Now, if he could do it, anybody could do it. Use your motor, trim it back up, and you just climb right in.
Alan, wait for me. Hey.
Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.